I don't really have anybody new in the lineup. I do have Porzingis coming off the bench.
I just caught the ring. Yeah, my fingers hold on the finer things. That's just what I do.
I remember Chris Paul giving me all kinds of problems in the playoffs. All kinds of problems.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge.
Was that Karan Butler's assistant coach?
How the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Miami, they're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top three.
And you know, the
and the Jazz jumped up.
They know
28 spots.
They have the talent to be a much better team than they've shown, but the execution
from last season. Holy shit! That's a big jump.
Now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Hardaway. Nowitzki is out there with Camby. Then it's Jones, and it's Tatum in at the 3. And for Miami, Marcus Gasol is out there with Antoine Jamison. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's
I got my team chemistry. I don't know why it's so low.
And here we are. Opening night. Brent, do you have any special memories from an opening night you played in?
Oh, Kevin, you're bringing me back now. October 31st, Halloween, 1997. I remember playing against the Phoenix Suns. We lost the games.
Oh, damn.
Clippers went down in flames.
All right, Chris Paul giving me problems.
Oh, man. I'll never forget.
Already, Chris Paul's giving me problems.
And that whole play was all Chris Paul.
Now here's Hardaway. Camby passes to Tatum. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Miami Heat.
Oh, I got a mismatch over here. Switch it up. Switch it up.
The pass to Gasol. Outside, George. Dishes to Paul. Feeds it to Jamison.
Oh, man.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive.
I don't know how I missed that jumper, man. That jumper was good.
That holds true.
That jumper was good.
We'll see if they can execute and create some good looks early, and then Greg capitalize.
Yeah, this is also a good way to challenge your shooters. Get them mentally prepared for what's about to come.
I think more decent looks come from more floor spacing.
As such a clever offensive player, Gasol is especially crafty at finding ways to draw contact while shooting.
And so Marcus Gasol nails both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Outside, Tatum takes a 3.
Oh, man. I'm feeling good with the release, but been a little too greedy with that. Feeling too good. Forcing shots.
Jones against Paul. The shot by George, wide open. No good with the triple. Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And slam dunk by Tatum.
An explosive player who has no problem finishing above the rim. Tatum does damage inside.
Now here is George. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And George with the stuff.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Hardaway. Tatum down low, defended by Gasol. Jones, no Miami leading by 4. Here's Sexton, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes
I am rusty right now.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time.
I am rusty.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Celtics trail by 6. Hughes with it. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. Ball passes to Sprewell. Shoots. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Tries from 10. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up.
I like Porzingis against the backups. Oh my goodness, this could be a problem.
The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Sprewell, defended by Jones. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Jones. For the finish, and Jones slams it home.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
We got Jones and Hughes in there at the same time?
Down low, there's LaRusso.
Who got
off the glass?
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. Pass to Hughes. Jacks up a 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's
a nice little green.
Burned on that one.
The shot by Paul, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Hughes.
Oh, shit.
Porzingis against Randolph.
Ooh, that felt good.
Now Paul. Over Hughes.
Why are we following him on the 2 seconds left on the shot clock? God damn.
Larry Hughes.
At this point in his career, Chris Paul is all about trying to get that elusive championship. Will play whatever role it takes to get that mission done.
Free throw good, Paul. Boston making a switch here. And so Paul nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Hughes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one.
All right, not bad. We made a little comeback after we were struggling early on.
By a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Dawkins. Then it's Larry Hughes. Then it's Jones. And it's Serbiak in at the 3 slot. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Pass to Hughes. Back to Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And they swept this club in the regular season, but ended up falling to them in the playoffs.
Sprewell, that's good. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Over Hardaway. Paul's shot is off. Boston trailing. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. The dunk and the foul.
Jameson was sleeping. Threw that right over his head. Threw that right over his head.
Jameson picks one up.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the evening.
One shot.
The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Hardaway with the steal. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The dish now to Nowitzki. Over Jameson. Nowitzki, no good.
I don't know why I was moving like that. That was an easy one.
Paul looking around. Rejected by Nowitzki. And pushing it up. Here's Boston.
Come on, Jeff. What are you doing?
Here's Miami now. Here's George. Miami no good on that time either. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Hardaway against Paul. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Nowitzki, that's for 2. The offensive rebound. Here's Hughes. Canby kicks to Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Nowitzki. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions.
Ooh, another one.
Right now, they need a basket.
They get a hand on it.
That was way too much dribbling.
And now the fast break. George with the ball. The open look here for Sexton. That one off the back iron and out.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted,
okay.
just didn't go in.
We're on a run now. We're on a run now. Let's go.
A little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Paul against Hardaway. Shot to stop the run.
Nope.
No
Get out of
good.
here.
So the Celtics will take it the other way.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's George. After
Let's get a timeout, boys. Get a timeout.
Timeout called by Miami.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
All right, let's check out the stats for Hardaway. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in assists, 3rd in shooting percentage, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery. Now here's Randolph. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Sanders. Here's Sprewell, defended by Jones, and it's Sprewell missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Now here's Jones. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Porzingis can't hit. One-on-one here.
Damn it.
He takes it up and lays it in.
Completely lost on defense right there.
In the quarter.
And with that one, it ends in an 11-0 run by Boston.
Outside Hardaway. Right side Porzingis. This one for 3. No good that time. And so it's Boston.
I gotta go. Porzingis is the one I think I struggle with his release point the most.
Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game. I'm swimming. I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. They flipped the switch in the second quarter. It was a much better performance than in the first quarter, and their lead is now 6. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
A lot of their offense has come off the bench tonight, Ernie, and that's something every coach loves to get. The score would be a lot different if they hadn't gotten those points.
What do we got? 46%, 39%.
You know,
I gotta shoot better than that. I gotta shoot better than that.
Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Miami, Paul George is out there with Antoine Jamison, and it's Marc Gasol, then it's Chris Paul, and it's Sexton in at the shooting guard. Now Hardaway.
I got a mismatch somewhere.
From long range. Nowitzki against Gasol. That's tipped.
That was a mess. That was a terrible possession.
Shoots from 12.
Ooh.
Goes back up. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Antoine Jamison.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities
Come on,
again and again.
Outside Tatum. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to
what? Who's the foul on?
skin.
Oh, I was gonna say that wasn't on me.
I've seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just
cut your heart out. What the hell?
Personality.
What the
in
hell?
terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
Take a break.
No, we don't
Take
do
a
that.
break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol.
And there aren't too many big men more dependable than Gasol. He's a skilled passer who can operate out of that high post, but also give you a little rim protection if you need it. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Hardaway, an easy 2
Ooh,
points
that was
on
a
the
bad
way.
release.
Hardaway's
Take it though.
got
Went
the
in.
lead up to 8
It went
now
in.
for the Celtics.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Paul passes to Jamison. Inside. That's
Come on,
good from
Nowitzki.
Gasol on the assist by
Nowitzki's
Jamison.
in La La Land over there.
He's got 5.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Dawkins checked in for Boston. Hughes comes in for Hardaway. Here's Hughes.
Shit.
He has 5. Dawkins kicks to Jones. Over Gasol. Here's Dawkins. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Gasol. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Sexton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. And it's Jones with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Nowitzki, the pass to Jones. And there it is for him.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
A lot of timeouts in this game.
A different look for Miami. Zach Randolph's checked in for Jamison. And Sanders subbed in for Paul. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Tatum against George. And again, it's the Heat missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And here's Jones. Five on the clock. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they got to bring the team on.
For Boston, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And that one falls for Jones. 1:46 left to play in the third. Here's Sprewell. Hughes covering. The shot's
Damn.
good. Sprewell's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Hughes against LaRusso. Hughes kicks to Nowitzki. Miami grabs the
Slightly
miss.
late, man.
The feed to George. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play.
And they run my Francis defense is terrible.
Touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Nowitzki outside. Nails it from the high post. 9 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Sprewell, defended by Nowitzki, and it's Sprewell missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
On the basket by Jones. The Heat trail by 10. George passes to Randall. And the shot goes in.
What the hell?
The mid-range game is where Zach has made a living as well. 8 to 12 feet. Pretty good touch from there.
Here's Hughes. He has 5. Six to shoot. In the corner. Tatum with it.
What?
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Ooh, that was went in.
It's the Boston
Holy
Celtics
shit.
in the driver's seat, up 8
Almost
points
went
at
in.
the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly.
Damn. Taking a while to load up.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us.
And Porzingis bring the ball up.
For the Celtics. They've got Porzingis, can be out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Serbiak in at the 2 guard. LaRusso against Porzingis, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's blocked.
It's blocked. Serbiak.
Now here is Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, they got Camby at power forward. Weird.
Okay, well, let's
I gotta change these. I gotta change this lineup. I can't rely on the computer to change, do my minutes and stuff because they're all over the place.
He told us guys, tempo, more tempo. We've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities.
How the hell did I lose out with that rebound?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Serbiak passes to Campbell. Nice ball movement by Boston. Sanders with the steal.
Serbiak's playing small shooting guard.
For 3, hands it from downtown.
Beautiful right there. Good form, soft touch. Paul, a consistent threat in all aspects of the game.
Outside Tatum. Passes it to Serbiak. Back to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up.
Easy. Too easy.
To the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Paul passes to Sexton. Back to Paul for the three. And the Heat.
Ooh, Chris Paul's on fire all of a sudden.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Only up by 4.
By 4. Hardaway with it. Pass to Zerbiak. And the turnover.
Oh, come on.
Boston. George is checked in for the Heat. Willis, he checked in for Boston. And so Gasol will bring it up for Miami. George against Tatum. Now, here is George. Guarded closer. It's rebounded by Camby. Camby's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think
a big shot right there. That's a big shot.
Tell the story in this game.
He shot a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
Here's George. He kicks to Jamison. George passes to Gasol. Over Camby. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jamison. He can't get that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Hardaway. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was
oh my God.
Pretty.
This pretty thing is so annoying. I heard it so many times last season.
Penny.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Ball against Hardaway. That's a 2 from Sexton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. .131 left here in the 4th quarter. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. Paul passes to Jamison. Not going to go that time.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot. And for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
On the basket by Jones.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Timeout called the Heat. They're down by 9. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter. And now
Eddie Jones, player of the game?
Our New Balance player of the game, Eddie Jones.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night.
Ooh, that guy's wide open.
How much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Hardaway passes to Nowitzki. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
Here's Paul. Some solid D from Nowitzki. Austin with the ball. They're leading by 8. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off target from 3-point range. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Marcus.
I short on that friggin' 3 from Tatum. Damn it!
Right,
I should have been. I shot so many shots with
kind of
Tatum in practice. I should have been able to bang that easily.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
And with Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring, you get good playmaking and rebounding, you get a defender with active hands. And there's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate.
I gotta change
everything
my
you do to have
definitely my
great
starting
team
lineup and my
success.
minutes and stuff. Kind of a mess. My backup point guard never even came in the game.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Here's George.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And the shot is good.
And Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession.
And so they foul.
Man, these guys are fouling
No choice
maniacs.
but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Man can't hit.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Cassell. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. On the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
Yeah, I didn't like my rotation at all. My rotation was weird. I don't like Porzingis coming off the bench.
Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up.
I thought I might like it, but I don't know if he got enough minutes. I have to check.
This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
I actually don't like Hughes and Jones out there at the same time either.